Good morning and welcome to Vlogmas Day 1. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so excited. I just made my breakfast. It's an oatmeal. I don't typically make my oatmeal, but it's a special day. Like December 1st is one of my favorite days of the year. It's my grandmother's birthday, so shout out to my grandma. Love you. I love the winter holidays, which is why I love Vlogmas so much. But I'm doing Vlogmas different than I have done any year so far. I'm like, my brain is still like not functioning because I just woke up and just made breakfast so I could do this. I am doing Vlogmas different than I have before. So obviously you already saw 2 sit down videos. So this is like 3rd day Vlogmas technically. It's the 1st day for me. Time is weird, right? And there's really no order to it. It's only the order literally only applies to me and how my finals are laid out, and that's what made the most sense for me to like not have to edit. It's not every other, so it's just happening on the 4th, but it's the 1st. Yeah. I don't know how I get any work done with this rolly chair. Today I have class, but the rest of the weekend I have free because I don't have class on Fridays. But I do have homework and stuff, but I have set out a beautiful schedule and plan for how we're gonna make this fun, and I'm just so excited. There's so many things I want to do and so many things I want to share with you. Today is Thursday. I have 2 classes and they're pretty easy today. Then I'm gonna go on a run, and then from there a free-for-all. I'm so excited. I think I really want to kind of explore my like personal like downtown. Like I live in Boston right now. If you know anything about Boston, it's a very big, very small city. There's like different parts of it, so I'm gonna like explore my little part and what they're doing for the winter holidays. I just feel like Christmas is still like 2014 and like winter holidays is still like 2022, and then I obviously have to get an advent calendar. That is like #1 top of the list, which means I'm gonna have to go to Target. Like don't catch me in a Target, because something about like white girls in Target, like we just go feral. Time to take the tea and get to class, hopefully early. Always a struggle, but I somehow forgot that the point of this clip was for me to tell you what I was gonna be listening to. I'm gonna start the audiobook I have out from the library. This one, Madly Deeply, The Diaries of Alan Rickman is what I'm gonna start. This is due in 5 days, so I'm gonna start listening to it and I will let you know my thoughts at some point. Just me chilling and waiting for my class on the floor. Done with class, and now it's time to go for a run. Plenty of time, it's 2:30, and I hope you can hear me through the wind. I don't even know what outfit change we are on for this, but I am back in my hoodie, but I'm wearing like totally different clothes than I was wearing before. I was gonna put back on my clothes. I even have them nice and folded right next to me, but I just didn't. My hair's still like a little bit wet, so it's in a really cute colonial style braid. But I wanted to go on my walkabout. It's so windy though, like my running into the wind and it was like pushing me back. It was a cinematic experience, truly. That's why I had a good run. I try to think of all runs as good runs. Obviously sometimes you're slow or sometimes you're not feeling it or whatever. Because I had like that super strong like wind resistance, I was just like, I'm just gonna keep running. It can be slow, it's fine, it doesn't really matter. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure how long I'm gonna want to go out for or be out for, because it's like really windy. It's not necessarily cold, the wind makes it cold. I did start Madly Deeply. This actually just makes it worse. I started Madly Deeply. This is actually kind of a longer audiobook or book than most of the like memoirs I read, but obviously this is like not a memoir. It's like literally just Alan Rickman's journals or diaries entries. And what I found interesting, well, I have a couple things. So my TBR, like I'm reading this because I don't like having an opinion on something that I have not either read or watched or whatever or don't know enough about, and because I have heard some like controversial things about things that he says. I think in my TBR, I think I said that I read somewhere, because I did look it up before I guess I got it from the library or whatever, if like Alan Rickman intended for his journals to be published, and when I looked it up the answer was yes. Like yes, he intended for it to be published, so his estate did this and that and compiled it into this book. However, in like the first section, like the foreword essentially, they say that that's not true. They're just like, Alan Rickman himself never said that he wanted these book entries to be published, but they have them and he recorded his life so extensively that they did it anyway. And I think that's like, I don't like that. I don't think Alan Rickman would care really, just like from learning more about his personality. I feel like he was a very interesting person. Like you didn't really, not that you didn't really know him, but he like just had so many sides to him and was like a very like complicated guy. So I don't really know how he would feel, and I also like can't, I have no, like, you know, I have no authority saying how he would feel about this. But like personally, if I never said that I wanted someone to publish something after my death, or like eventually I wasn't or I was doing something without the intention of it being published, and then someone went off and published it after I died, I would hunt the shit out of them. You know what I mean? That was my first note. My second note was gonna be that now I kind of want a diary. Now I kind of want to like journal every day. I feel like that would be really fun. I don't know if I would have the same, definitely don't have the same voice as Alan Rickman, because like the way he writes is very interesting. It's like very blunt, and like it's almost like he's doing bullet points, but then he has like this kind of like very long description, and then it's very interesting how he views the world, and reading that, it's very interesting. If I start doing a daily diary, I will make sure to write, when I'm dead, you can publish this, because I kind of would love, I'm a Libra, so like I kind of love like the tea, so like I kind of would love the idea of like someone compiling my diaries and then just like having me just shit talk people from the afterlife. I think that would be really fun. Those are my current thoughts. I'm about 10% into it, so like I said, it's kind of a long book. I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep, which is a problem because it's 5 o'clock. It's so cold out. I wanted to walk by the Christmas tree sale that's like, but I knew where that was, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go by there, but I'm gonna like take a long way to get there because I want to see like other Christmas lights, and there's no other Christmas lights, so that was kind of a waste. And I didn't get my advent calendar because I didn't feel like it. But I did get some things in the mail. I got a milk frother. I'm trying to level up my coffee game. I was thinking about it, and I got this on like Cyber Monday probably. I feel like this would improve my life like a little bit, make me like a little bit happy, and it was like $10. Oops. I can just, they came in fun colors, but the fun colors were more expensive, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay like, I don't know how much more it was, like $3 to $5 more for just like a pink one, you know what I mean? So we got this one. Cool. The star of the show, a mocha pot, basically, an espresso maker, and this is like, this just reminds me of like my Italian family, because they always have one of these little espresso guys. I got the 6-cup one because they have like bigger ones, and then they have like a 1 to 3 cup ones, and those seem too small, so I thought 6 was a good happy medium of like how many espressos I might have in a day. I've never used one of these before, but like I said, that just like reminds me of like my family from Italy and like being in Italy and stuff, because they always like make coffee in this. Not this, but like something like this. Or I didn't used to like hot coffee that much, but I do like it in the winter. And I've been having cold brew for the last 3 months, and I like it, but I just don't like it now that it's cold out. Hypothetically, I was like, oh, I could make this in the afternoon for like an afternoon coffee, but it's 5 o'clock, and we've already established I'm tired. I hope you can't hear my laptop because I'm encoding my video and that's like half the reason why I have a mic. I had to charge my battery, but I did some editing and that was boring. So had to charge my camera ready, had to edit, wasn't important. You didn't miss much, I promise. However, I did watch those 2 new episodes of The Sex Lives of College Girls, and if you don't care about this show, you need to right now, and you need to go watch. I think we're up to episode 6. You need to go watch so we can talk about it, because dude, I am a dramatic person, maybe. I love a big reaction. So I watched that episode, and I'm not gonna spoil it, absolutely not. Something happens. And when I tell you, I'm really glad my roommate's not home because I was yelling at the TV. But also, I ran across my apartment. My apartment's not that big, but I just like ran to the kitchen, I just did like kind of a relay, kind of like a pacer test sort of thing. And I just went back and forth, and I was like, no way, that's happening. And I need to talk about it with someone. So please watch the show. Wish I had anything to do with this show, but I don't. But it's a very funny show. It's like 50-50 to be accurate for college. I mean, some people's college experiences are different, but it's very funny and it's a good time. I'm mad. My favorite couple, like literally, like why? I spent the previous episode going, oh, I love everything that's happening. I'm so happy with how things are going. I did want to update you on the journey of reading Alan Rickman's diaries because I'm now 20% into them. Are they bad? No, I'm not 20% into them. I lied, I'm 15% into them. I can still give you an update. I don't think they're bad, but I think the thing about a memoir that makes them really effective and more interesting than like an autobiography or a biography, memoirs are inherently like theme and narrative based. That's literally like their job. Whereas a autobiography or a biography is just like life, you know, like it's just, this was their life, or this is my life, you know. A memoir is much more like up my alley, you know. It's just like, it's got a nice like thread we're weaving through, and this is not either of those. This is literally just diary entries. I don't think it was condensed at all, because I'm pretty sure I've gone an entire year. I've gone like 365 days, and it's not that these are long diary entries, they're very short. They're like bullets, you know. He gets to the point, which we gotta love a man for brevity. There's not much to them, I guess I should say. Like, I'm not getting anything out of it at the moment. That seems like kind of harsh, but like, I just don't know what the point of them is. And like, if you edited them, why didn't you like try to make it a narrative in some way? Like, I don't know. And also, like, he didn't want this to happen, so like, I kind of feel bad about reading. I do want to like get to Harry Potter, but Lord Jesus Christ, we do 365 days, 4 days sometimes, and we're only on 1994. I am probably gonna get ready for bed. I didn't film for a while because I actually thought I was gonna die a little bit. So quirky, I need to eat food. It's a real issue for me. My first coffee in my mocha pot. Like, my mind has been blown as to what coffee could do, what I could do with coffee. Like, I'm quitting YouTube, becoming a barista. I don't know what. Good morning. Today's a fun day. I say that every day because it will make me feel like it's a fun day. I have some homework to do, definitely. I have a paper due on Sunday, and then I also have a board meeting for the club I'm on the board of. I'm the vice president of my book club. I'm gonna have to look at the schedule to see exactly what we're talking about, because I actually have to leave this meeting. Again, I just have like a good chunk of time to do something fun and cool. I still didn't get an advent calendar, but I did have that cup of hot cocoa, and that was fun. But I do want to start a new book, so much as I need to finish a book. So I was reading Kiss Her Once for Me, so I think I might pick this back up at some point today. Again, I like don't want to DNF it, but I also do. So I'll try to kind of push through on that one as well. I am going to get ready to go for a run. I don't know why I'm like starving, but I just made a quesadilla. I have laundry going. All right, my laundry is done. By done, I mean it's washed. It's not folded. I think I got all my quotes for my essay done, and then I basically have like the framework of what I'm gonna do, and my thesis is done as well. So basically that's all I had to do for that today, because I have a few days left to do it. Watch some more of Katie's sprint from yesterday because I missed it, and I missed a lot. I love that gal. But now I have to go to my board meeting, so I gotta get ready to do that. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Later today I said I need to go to Target because I do want to make pizza. I usually make pizza on Friday. I don't have the ingredients. I make like a really easy dough with like Greek yogurt because like I need more protein, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna have to go on a little trippity trip to Target. I don't know if I'm like going out later, like college party life. I don't know if I told you this, but my quesadilla was like garbage. It's so bad. If you have a good gluten-free tortilla idea, because mine are gross. They're so bad. So that was disappointing. But anyways, I need to stop turking and get on the freaking tea because I don't want to be late to my board meeting. So I also just like really want to watch The Prisoner of Azkaban tonight, you know what I mean? It is much later. I don't actually remember what I have to do. Oh, before my board meeting. My board meeting was great, as always. And I say as always, being that it was my first board meeting. And it was really fun. We made snowflakes. It was a good time. Then I went to Target, and I told you I had to get my stuff for my pizza. I'm now back home now. Can we tell I had another cup of coffee? By another cup, I mean I had another one of my, like, I'm talking so fast. I made another one of those, like, the pot that I got. The pot, oh my gosh. I made another mocha pot, and it's literally the equivalent of a cup, but it's espresso, and it's like a lot of coffee. It's very strong because I'm going to a party. All that is to say, I'm going to a party. I don't go to a lot of parties. I haven't gone to a party in like a year. You need to caffeinate, you need to hydrate, and you need to food. So, okay, this is my pizza I made. If you don't like pineapple on pizza, I would like to ask you if you've ever had it on pizza, because I think most people who don't like pineapple on pizza just haven't had it on pizza because it's fucking delicious. Got some turkey bacon on there, lots of cheese, and I made my gluten-free kind of like protein kind of crust. And I needed yogurt for it. So I'm gonna eat this. I'm currently watching it It's Always Sunny because that's my current show I'm watching. But I wanted to watch Prisoner of Azkaban. I think I told you this, and I'm not even going out until like 11 o'clock at night. But we're currently like switching over all of our like streaming accounts. Unfortunately, HBO Max is the one that bites the dust. I'm watching It's Always Sunny, and I'm going to eat my pizza. Gorgeous, gourmet, hello. Prep time. I'm gonna be honest, I have no footage for today, but I thought we could come together and vote for the final round of the Goodreads Choice Awards. Goodreads Choice Awards 2022 fiction category. We've got Remarkably Bright Creatures, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. We've got Other Birds, The Winners. I didn't know there were that many Beartown books. Our Missing Hearts, To Paradise, Cleopatra and Frankenstein, Notes on an Execution, Wish You Were Here, and the Hotel Nantucket. My mom actually read that book. I love Cleopatra and Frankenstein, as we know. But do I love Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow more? Okay, see, I think this should be for debut. I think this should win for debut. So I'm gonna vote for Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Mystery thriller. Wrong place, wrong time. The Paris Apartment. Killers of a Certain Age. Of All Good People Here. The Book of Cold Cases. A Flicker in the Dark. Daisy Darker. The Bullet That Missed. The Maid. The It Girl. Now the only one I've read in here is The Maid, and I didn't particularly love it. It's actually, again, speaking of my mom, it's her book club pick for this month, I guess. It wasn't my favorite though, so I'm not gonna vote. I think probably Daisy Darker's gonna win. That's my guess. Circle Fiction. Black Cake. Carrie Soto is back. Take My Hand. Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone. Diamond Eye. Lessons in Chemistry. The Marriage Portrait. Young Mungo. The Book Woman's Daughter. Violetta. Well, I've only read this one, Taylor Jenkins Reid, but I DNF'd it. I actually hated this book, so I'm not gonna vote. Fantasy. We've got Moss, King, Armintro. How dare they? Also, since this is like anyway, I've read one of these books and I didn't like it. Why is this like, I don't know, maybe I just have a bad opinion. Okay, romance, this is my shit. Okay, Reminders of Him, no. Every Summer After, okay. Hook, Line, and Sinker, I don't like Tessa Bailey that much. Book Lovers, Terms and Conditions, Love on the Brain, It Starts With Us, Delilah Green, Twisted Hate, and Things We Never Got Over. I'm actually really interested to see who wins. Colleen Hoover and Emily Henry, and I'm like, which girlies are gonna win? And there's 2 Colleen Hoovers, isn't there? Oh my god, there's 2. She has double the chance of winning. Okay, so my first guess is Colleen Hoover's gonna win, or Book Lovers is gonna win. Helmstever. I liked every Summer After better. Science fiction. Okay, the only one I've read is The Sea of Tranquility, but this is fantastic. I love Emily St. John Mandel. This is the author of Station 11, and this is really, really good. So, Aurora. The Violence. What Moves the Dead? Oh my god, I just read that! Oh my god, killer. Okay. The Hacienda. Hidden Pictures, Our Wives Under the Sea, Gwendy's Final Task, Juniper and Thorn. That does not look horror to me. Just like Mother, The Children of the Hill, House of Hunger. Okay, hot take. Again, I read this, What Was the Dead, in my last 24-hour readathon vlog, but I only gave it 3 stars. I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't like in love with it. Maybe I'll do a video like reading Goodreads choice awards winners, see what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm just like skipping through this category. Fiction though. Let's see. The Myth of Normal, Unmasked, Bittersweet, Atlas of the Heart, All the Living and the Dead, Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before, What If 2, How to Be Perfect, These Precious Days, and Immense World. I did read Paul Hull's book. I read this in October and November. Those 2 months are blurring. And I did enjoy it. I think it was a good book, so I'll vote. This is the only one I've read. Memoir, an autobiography. Guys, this is where I went. Finding Me. Years of the Tiger, Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, What My Bones Know, We Were Dreamers, Madly, Deeply, I'm Glad My Mom Died, Solito, Funny Farm, Mean Baby. Okay, this might be the category I've read the most of. I've read this one. Wait, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I just DNF'd this. 4. I've read 4. Guys, I think I'm winning. I think this is gonna win. I think this is a incredibly done memoir. It's probably the best memoir I've read. Not to say that I really enjoyed this one. And not that one, and Mean Baby, and I think they're fantastic, but it's raw, it's emotional, it packs a punch, it's really good. Graphic novels and comics. Pretty sure, yeah, Heartstopper's in here. I gotta vote for the 4th volume of Heartstopper. Fun fact, is my favorite. Poetry. I don't think I've read any poetry. Oh, Call Us What We Carry. Oh, this is fantastic. I forgot I read this year, and that this came out this year. Oh my gosh, it's been a long year, guys. This, so good. Amanda Gorman, like, makes me love poetry, and I'm not a poetry person. Debut, okay. Lessons in Chemistry, All Good People Here, The Maid, Kaliki, Remarkably Buried Creatures, A Flicker in the Dark, Cleopatra and Frankenstein, Black Cake, Every Summer After, Daughter of the Moon Goddess. Okay, this might be a hot take, but like, I don't like that things can be in different categories. I think that shouldn't exist. However, I was gonna say, I said this before, I think Cleopatra and Frankenstein is probably the best debut. And then again, like, the categories are so good. Like, young adult fiction, like, that's a million things. What have I read? Let's see. I'm not gonna go through all of it. I Kiss Shara Wheeler I've read. Final Gambit I've read. Loveless. Oh, fuck. I gotta vote Loveless, don't I? I do. Young adult fantasy and science fiction. Valley of Fortune I've read. And that's it. Valley of Fortune I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I want to vote for it. I will actually vote for it. Are those all the categories? Oh shit. Okay. Well, those are my votes. The votes are in. I guess in tomorrow's vlog, well, day 4's vlog, we will find out who has won. But yeah, let me know if you are interested in me like reading the Goodreads Choice Award winners for something. So